You've probably signed into an endorsement deal without knowing what was included, at least once or twice, right? You're surprised by it. Now, this doesn't make you careless, just because nobody ever taught you what to look for. The contract checklist in this module will cover everything, but there are 5 provisions that are usually missing and will cost you the most. Number 1 is your ultimate goal, getting a per airing fee as a specific dollar amount, not something vague like talent will receive appropriate compensation. I'm talking about a real number. Now, you may not be able to command that rate structure at first, depending on what stage you're in your influence level, but the point is to eliminate vague language. That's your client and management's best friend and your worst enemy. Number 2 is post-departure use of recorded endorsements. If something happens and you leave the station, what happens to those spots with your voice on them? If the contract is silent on this, the answer will not favor you. You need to get this on paper in an agreement in your contract or on a side agreement. Number 3 is trade prohibition. This is a big one. A statement that products and services cannot substitute for cash talent fees. Without this, well, don't worry about it, we'll take care of you conversation has a different outcome than you expected. No trade for talent fees. Number 4, approval rights. You should have the right to evaluate and approve a client before they're pitched, not after. It changes the dynamic. Once a client has been promised an endorsement, your evaluation becomes an obstacle instead of part of the process, and you need to take control of your business, your endorsement business, and establish the process on your terms. Number 5 is creative freedom. You need the right to deliver endorsements in your own words and your own voice instead of reading a word-for-word script. This provision makes the endorsement work. If you don't have it, what you're doing isn't an endorsement, it's a live read from a familiar voice. And what happens then? You don't have the influence, you don't have the power, and you don't have the structure that you can build a big endorsement business around. Now, there's a lot of room for massaging deals, but these should all be established in an employment contract or an extra endorsement agreement with your management team if possible. If that's not possible, if you can't get an agreement, put together a separate agreement for every deal that comes your way so everyone knows what to expect and have those criteria in each of those deals. The checklist covers everything you need to look for, but those are the 5 things that matter the most.